Hello and welcome again. It's Monday here in Miami at the Brahma Kumaris Raja Yoga Center. We teach meditation. Every Monday, we do a 20 minutes chat with you guys, a conversation. And here I am Dave, and this is Vijay, and we are with you again. He's still here with me, enjoying his good company. And today we're going to talk about
Peace,
peace.
like charity, begins at home.
Peace like charity begins at home. Or would we say people are used to the word charity begins at home?
Yeah, I mean, it is a famous saying, it is well known, and it is a valuable thing to consider that charity should begin at home. In other words, we should begin in our own environment, in our own home, the place where we live, the place where we have the people closest to us. And we should be supportive, charitable, cooperative. It is worth investing our time and our effort to maintain a good home environment and to support those who are closest to us.
When we use the word charity, a lot of time we we feel that we are begging for something, or like somebody's asking for charity. So we would like to kind of switch the word charity to that of kindness, maybe?
Well, you could try kindness, cooperation.
Or
Cooperation
cooperation?
begins at
Yes.
home
Mhm.
because as a unit, we really should be cooperating with each other. We share tasks, we share responsibilities, um, we share resources, and so cooperation does make life sweeter. I mean, I have always found that the best cup of tea is when somebody else makes it.
Oh, that means he's enjoying the tea I made.
Maybe.
So charity, or we changed that to
Cooperation.
cooperation.
Cooperation
Okay,
begins at home.
forgive me. So cooperation, what are we cooperating?
I would say that in cooperation, perhaps the most important thing, the place where I begin is patience. That we are patient with those around us because the home could get a little tight, cabin fever, we could begin to feel a little clustered. And, and therefore, we need to have patience, allow people to blow off a little steam if they wish, and don't immediately get on each other's back. And so, if I work on myself, and then we can actually shift the charity begins at home and peace. Peace and charity begins at home. And shift the definition of home to me, to myself, to my, I mean, is
Mhm.
there a home other than your physical home?
Yes, I believe so. We are spiritual entities in a body. Is that
Right.
the home you're referring to?
Yes, so we are spiritual entities in a body, and therefore I want to start with home being me, myself, my inner being living in this physical frame that I might call a body. And so charity begins at home means I begin to have patience with myself. I begin
Patient with yourself. Okay.
patience with myself. I actually talk to myself sometimes. Talk to
Oh.
myself. In fact, I think self-talk is a really it's an underrated value. It's an underrated virtue. We should talk to ourselves. Not only should we
Mhm.
talk to ourselves, but we should train ourselves to talk positively to ourselves so that we
Okay.
support
Yes. Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't allow the automatic negative thinking to kick in. We suddenly say, well, I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't know. You know, the last time I failed, I'm sure I'm going to fail. And of course, if you do fail, which you talk yourself into failing, then you say, I knew that was going to happen. You know, I can never do that. So the first charity then, patience, be patient with yourself and then shift the self-talk to be more supportive of yourself. In other words, be charitable with yourself.
I agree with that. A lot of coaches, personal coach, talk about how you should have conversation with yourself, how to generate a positive frame of mind, how to generate, uh, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, and in doing that, we are able to make some stride which we never thought we could have made. So positive mental attitude, helps in the self-talk and having that deep introspection. I would say a deep introspection to see exactly what's causing or might be roadblocks in your journey.
Mhm. Sometimes I have had people tell me that this self-talk is a bit mushy. That's for that's for girls. But
Good.
sometimes they say that. I mean, that's not really true. But what I would like to use the word mature. People who know the art of self-talk are mature people. They have understood some of the secrets of life. One of those secrets is that peace and charity begins at home, which means me. And I really must be charitable and more kind to myself so that my inner self can blossom, so it can develop, so it can strengthen. We strengthen the things that we think about. So if we talk to ourselves positively, then we strengthen the positive side of us. And by being positive internally, it's easier for me to be supportive and charitable externally. And then we move from the inner home to the outer home.
So you were talking about self-care.
Self-care, yes.
So I,
But
I
I like the word maturity because men like to think, it's
oh,
not
the
so.
macho idea.
Yes, yes, yes. So, for that, let us think being mature.
Yeah,
You know.
I remember the analogy of most of you have flown an airplane before. Before the airplane takes off, the air hostess would give an announcement on what to expect, how far the journey is, and some safety issues. And she always say if there is a emergency, uh, you know, some a mask will drop from the top, and it will help you breathe. And please put it on yourself first, even if you have an infant. So that has reminded me that before you can help someone, before you can give charity of love and hope and courage to other people, you have to have it yourself. And so the self care is
Mature thinking.
is is mature thinking.
Mature,
Okay.
mature thinking means that I create a program that supports me. So, for example, every morning before I, dash out of bed, there's nowhere to dash out to. There are no planes flying also now. There's no way to fly up to. So before I fly out of bed, um, create a program that you probably sit quietly, you get up and sit on a chair and rethink yourself or read something positive or ask yourself, what is it all about? What are we doing here? Where am I going? What do I want to achieve for myself? Take stock for yourself. Where am I going? Or even, what do I want to achieve today? How do I want the day to be? And plan for the things that you want to achieve. Plan to be kind, plan to be supportive, plan to be helpful to yourself and other people. Um, have the maturity to give yourself time to do what will empower you. Empowerment takes place through silence. We need to have some solitude, some time with ourselves, so that my inner strengths can develop, so that I can even recognize them. I can understand where my strengths lie, what is my virtue, what are the things that tick me off, and I can guard against them. I can understand the words that I should be using. I can understand how I should relate to others. I need to prepare for all of those things. Even though we are talking about the home, and I am very familiar with the home that is myself, still, I have to plan and develop myself. At the second level, I am familiar with all my family members. Still, it is worthwhile, useful, and mature to plan, to deal with them in a respectful way, and to work your plan.
Yes, most definitely. We'll go with that. Maturity, in order to give the people around us courage, love, hope, benefit. We must have it first within ourselves before we can share that. And we always try to take you on a journey into meditation, because it's so important to stop and observe. Stop what you're doing right now. Observe where your thoughts are. Observe where your feelings are going. Is it beneficial? Is it a charitable act for yourself? Is it a beneficial thought that you're having for the folks in your home, your neighborhood, the people you meet? Simple thing like a smile. A smile is infectious. A lot of time you smile and suddenly somebody see you and they start smiling, and that simple act changes their day. So we can smile, we can be mature, we can show acts of kindness, hope, and courage. So let us go into uh, an inner journey of this for the inner self. And
Mhm.
Vijay here would take us on an inner journey for the next 5 minutes.
Yes. So now the question is, can you be charitable enough to give yourself 5 minutes to actually sit down and follow, to focus and to concentrate so that we can go to the inner journey, go to the home that is within me. So the easy way to do that is to sit up straight, take a deep breath, that allows the body to relax and withdraw the thoughts, focus the mind within. You can think of the center of the forehead and feel that I am a soul, I am a spiritual being sitting here behind the eyes. I let the shoulders relax, let the mind relax, and feel a sense of peace, silence, quietness, tranquility. I am a soul at peace. I breathe in deeply and breathe out, and let the mind relax. Hold the mind here in the present. Watch the breath. Become aware of me, my inner reality. I am a living being playing a part through this physical body. My inner nature is peace. As I relax, I begin to feel my own silence. my quietness emerge. I continue to hold this thought of peace. And nurture an inner feeling of tranquility. If this is not so easy for you, picture a scene in which you become relaxed. The ocean, the water's edge, breaking waves, a garden. Bring those things to your mind that create a response of relaxation, of peace, of quietness, of trust in yourself. I am an eternal being. I am a child of the Supreme Being. All will be okay. I have lived thus far, and I will continue to live and continue to be good. My responsibility is to stay in control, to be at peace, and to be at home. To be at peace and to be at home in my inner sanctuary. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Vijay, for those wonderful words of meditation. I hope all of you have enjoyed it. Please free to leave your comments. Please free to like us and subscribe to our page.
When we think about peace, like charity begins at home, if we create our inner peace, your inner peace becomes the charity that begins at home.
Wonderful. So as we continue on our journey, let's add a smile to it. Let's smile on our journey of life. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye. Find joy in the journey.